What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man. Yes, I'm back at it again, and this is Hatage Kemono Michi, aka Kemono Michi Rise Up discussion / review, man. I didn't see too many people talking about this one, so I felt like I had to do it justice and talk about it, man. Yes, because I absolutely enjoyed it. A lot of people are talking about Cautious Hero Rise Up. I haven't seen it yet, and I'm totally going to check it out, but I had to talk about this one, man. So let's get it. So the episode starts right off the bat, and it shows him, and he's a wrestler, and he's backstage getting ready, and he's monologuing, and then it's like his manager shows up and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He was like, "I'm trying to have a monologue, okay?" And then he was like, "Oh, well, cut that short, and this is what's gonna happen, and this is what's gonna happen." And then he was like, "What are you gonna do after you conquer the wrestling ring and everything else?" And then he kind of goes into like, "Oh, well, that's not enough time." And then his manager just leaves. But then he tells us that after he conquers the wrestling world, he wants to take on a pet shop. He wants to be a pet owner. Well, he's a pet shop owner. I mean, and he has his little dog with him 24/7, and I love that. His dog is even with him at the wrestling match. So then after that, we find out what he wants to do after he's completely finished wrestling. He goes to have his wrestling match. He has his wrestling match against someone called MAO. And what was his name? Oh, I can't remember. But anyway, he was having his match, and his match was going very good. It was very fun, and it felt good as a wrestling watcher myself. Seeing him do those moves and his competitor do those moves as well, I was like, okay, dude, I see you. It looks good. And the animation was on point. I like the art style too, but the animation was very, very clean and very crisp. And I actually really enjoyed seeing these characters on screen, man. So then all of a sudden, in the middle of his match, the commentators are commentating about the match and everything that's happening, and he goes up top on the top rope to jump off, him and his dog both for some reason, and then in mid-air, they just disappear, and they're transported to the other world. So we get to the other world, and we see this princess, "Oh, welcome, hero," and then all of the other people that's around her, the knights and like priests look like, and they were like, "He's a hentai, super hentai." What? Just because okay, yeah, I admit, walking around in some trousers or something does scream a little perverted. But let's be real, you guys kidnapped him from his world and you called him a hentai right off the bat. But then she made a fatal mistake. She was talking about getting rid of beasts and monsters and demons, and he's a pet lover and a future pet shop owner. And let's be real, dude is like a super pet lover. He's not like a average pet lover. This man like loves pets to the extreme, and they even mentioned that when he was on Earth. So it's nice to see that happen when he goes to the other world as well. Then all of a sudden he listens to what she's saying, and she wants to like, "Well, I want you to get rid of them and destroy them." Dude, German suplexes her. I mean, like, bombed her like crazy, man. And then all of a sudden, dude, like, her butt and everything is up in the air. I mean, they got like real graphic with it. And like some of the priests and knights and everything cover the princess up. Her royal bottom is showing. And dude takes his cape off and like and places it on her gently. They're like, "Get it." So it was funny the whole time, man. So then he's running from the guards and the priest from the castle, and he ends up on the street, and everyone is looking at him like he's a super hentai because he's walking around in his trousers. But he think it's just because he has on his wrestling mask. So he takes it off and tries to still speak to people, and they were like, "No, hentai, hentai." So then we have two new characters well, all of them are new, but then we have two other characters that get introduced. One is like a beastman fully, and he's like a full-bodied wolf. And the other one is like, you know, like your typical Isekai beast person, like where she only has like ears and a tail. And we get introduced to those, and we know that he loves animals like well beyond what it requires, what you need to love animals. And he grabs the beast wolf guy, and he just wraps up in it and holds him tight. He tries to escape. Dude could not get out, man. You can definitely tell his buffness is not just for show. He's actually really strong. So he has him down, and then next thing you know, he starts petting him and sniffing him and petting him and sniffing him. And next thing you know, dude just caves, and he's up there like this, like a regular dog. But it was so fantastic and fun. Then he started chasing the dude's sister. And it was so hilarious, man. Then we come in contact with a guy that was trying to sell this girl into sex slavery or just regular slavery. I honestly don't know. And we come in contact, and she was like, "No, don't do it." So he thought he could be the hero, and save her. But in the whole situation, it was so wrong. Then he took the dude and German suplexed him as well. So he's just German suplexing people left and right in the show, man. It was hilarious. So then we find, and he saves her, and then she tells him her story. So she pretty much becomes his companion. So then we get to the guild where they can get some money because they're both broke. And then we have to also, in this whole time span, they've never seen actual animals, I'm assuming, because they don't know what a dog is. Because he has his dog with him from Earth, and all of them was like that mysterious animal. So I'm assuming in this world, they don't have pets. There's no such thing as pets in this world. So, then they're at the guild, and he's applying for a job at the guild, and all of a sudden, like, he's talking to the guild master, and the guild master's like, what are you talking about? And then, because he was like, I don't have a problem with animals, I just want to capture them and love them all, I love all animals. And then all of a sudden, these dudes come in, and was like, well, we have some Cerberus out here, and they're headed towards the village. Well, the city or whatever. And dude's like, I'll go. So he's running out there, he's chasing the dude. Dude's like, here, you want this knife? He's like, no, get away from me. And the girl was like, I'll take it. So then he gets there, and this is when it gets weird. It was hilarious, but like it got real weird. They get there to take down the Cerberus, and he does it barehanded. And then he starts running towards the Cerberus, and they were running at him, and he's like ducking and dodging them and playfully launching them off in every which direction. And then all of a sudden he grabs the leader of the pack of Cerberus, and he starts sniffing his butt like looky dee. And then like in the whole time, every time something that happens, like when he German suplexes, because he German suplexed the Cerberus too. So when something like that happens, well, he power bombed the Cerberus. When something like that happens, they always go like in the background of the song of the show, you can hear 1, 2, 3, like he pinned him to the mat. And then next thing you know, and the dogs just start loving him and having a good time. So then we jump back and we see him and the girl at like a pub or something having dinner and counting their bounty for getting rid of the Cerberus. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to be on an adventure to change the world, to help all of the people come in contact and love all of the animals, and we're not going to destroy them. And she was like, oh, cool, that sounds like fun. Let me join in. He was like, yeah, the 4 of us. And all of a sudden, then they pan to the side, and you see a giant ant just sitting there looking all cool. And like, what's up? And then the girl was like, who are you? But I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was funny, and I think it's definitely worth checking out. I mean, if you guys like this video and you want me to continue to review it, I'll definitely review it. Drop some comments down below and let me know. But I absolutely loved it, man. It's hilarious. And I thought that I should show this one some love as well, man, because everybody's talking about Cautious Hero. This is your boy, Dick Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them. And subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.